Welcome back to our channel Aglasem Schools. Today we will be covering chapter 13, that is direct and inverse proportionate. So starting with the first question of our second exercise, that is 13.2, our first question says, which of the following are inverse proportion? So the number of workers on the job and the time to complete the job. So the answer is the number of workers and the time to complete the job in inverse proportionate, because less worker will take more time to complete the work and more workers will take less time. Moving to our second part, which says the time taken for the journey and the distance travelled in the uniform speed. So the answer is the time and the distance covered are in direct proportion. Area of cultivated land and crop harvested. It is also direct proportion. Moving to our fourth part, which says the time taken for the fixed journey and the speed of the vehicle. So the time and the speed are inverse proportion, because if the time is less, the speed is more. Moving to our fifth part, which says the population of the country and the area of land per person. So it is inverse proportion. Moving to our second question, which says in a TV game show, the prize of the money is rupees 1 lakh. Is to be divided equally amongst the winner. Complete the following table and find whether the prize money given to the individual winner is directly proportionate. So the number of winners is given 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20. And the prize we have given 1,50,000 and rest we have to find. So here number of winners and the prize money are inverse proportion, because winners are increasing and prizes decreasing. So when the number of winners are 4, the prize will be 1000 divided by 4, which will give you 25,000. And when number of winners are 5, 1 lakh divided by 5 will give you 20,000. Similarly, if winners are 8, prize will get 1 lakh divided by 8, we will get 12,500. So the number of winners if are 10, then 1 lakh divided by 10, it will get 10,000. When the number of winners are 20, then prize will be 1 lakh divided by 20, which will give 5,000. Moving to our third question, which says Rahman is making wheel using spokes. He wants to fix equal spokes in such a way that the angles between any pair of consecutive spokes are equal. So here the table is given, and here the number of spokes are increasing and angles between the pair of consecutive spokes is decreasing. So it is inverse proportion. So the angle at the center of the circle is 360, where the number of spokes is 8. So the angle between the consecutive will be 360 divided by 8, that is 45 degree. When the number of spokes is 10, the angle between pair of consecutive spokes will be 360 divided by 10, that is 36. Similarly, if 12, then 360 divided by 12, which will give you 30. Moving to our fourth question, which says if a box of the sweet is divided among 24 children, they will get 5 sweets each. How many would each get if the number of children is reduced by 4? It's very simple, that each child gets 5 sweets and 24 child will get 24 into 5, that is 120 sweets. So the total number of sweets we can find 120. After the number of children is reduced by 4, the children are left with 24 minus 4, that is 20. So now each children will get sweet, that is 120 divided by 20, that is 6 sweets. Question number 5 says a farmer has enough food to feed 20 animals in his kettle for 6 days. How long would the food last if there were 10 more animals in the kettle? It's very simple, that is number of days, that is we can let it as x. Total number of animals, that is 10 plus 20 equals to 30. So the number of animals and days are inverse proportionate. Therefore my baking equation we will get x, that is 4. The food will last for 4 days. The sixth question, which says a contractor estimates that 3 persons could review Jasminder's house in 4 days. If he uses 4 persons instead of 3, how long should they take to complete the job? So first of all, we have to let the time taken to complete the job be x. So the total number of person and days are inverse proportionate. So by making an equation, we will get x, that is days 3. So they complete the job in 3 days. Moving to our seventh question, that is the batch of the bottle was packed in 25 boxes with 12 bottles in each box. If the same batch is packed using 20 bottles in each box, how many boxes would be filled? So here the number of boxes and bottles are inversely proportionate. So 12 divided by 20 equals to x upon 25. By solving this, we will get 15 boxes would be filled. Moving to our 8th question, which says a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Again, machines and days are inversely proportionate. Therefore, by making an equation, you will get 49 machines would be required. Moving to a 9th question, which says a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. How long will it take when the car travels at the speed of 80 km per hour? So the speed of the car and the time are inversely relationship. So here the speed of the car and the time are inverse. Therefore, by making an equation, the car will take 1.5 hours to reach its destination. Moving to our 10th question, which says 2 persons could fit new windows in a house in 3 days. Part 1 says, if one of the person feel ill before the work started, how long would the job take now? So by making an equation, you can get 6 days. Part 2 says, how many person would be needed to fit the window in 1 day? That is 2 divided by x equals to 1 by 3. You will get 6 persons. This is all from this chapter, guys. If you have any query or any doubt related to any of the questions discussed, please put your query in the comment section below. For regular updates and information, please subscribe to our channel Aglasem Schools. We wish you a safe life and do take care of yourself.